Most brands think their email pop-up isn't converting because the design is bad, when in reality, the problem is because your offer really sucks. I help an e-commerce bike brand triple their email and SMS signups without using a discount, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. So this was the old pop-up, and you can see here, the offer just really isn't that compelling. It's up to 50% off top brands, sign up to get an exclusive offer, put in your email address, and then you can see SMS wasn't really that much better. Join SMS for early access on new arrivals and restocks. Again, it's not very compelling, and this is the problem with the offer, is that there's not really a good reason to give your email address to join the list because it just doesn't feel like you're really getting a lot. It's also not that clear. Up to 50% off top brands. If you put your email address in here, does that mean you get an email with those brands? It's very not clear and it's not compelling. The proof was kind of in the opt-in rate, which was incredibly low. We had to do a few things here. We had to come up with a new offer, and that was kind of the main point. And what's important to note is that this brand, as a retailer, they have to follow MAP pricing, which is the minimum advertised price. Basically, that means that you're not allowed to discount the price from other retailers. So we had to come up with something to work with that and still kind of give value to people for signing up and joining the email list. So here is the new pop-up that we created, and it says sign up and unlock member pricing up to 50% off select brands. Now there's a reason why you have to give someone your email address, because you're going to sign up and unlock member pricing. Now what we did on the back end here, this just wasn't some made up an offer with nothing behind it. On the back end, we basically created a membership site where when you create an account, you can see different prices for different bikes. Let us work with the MAP policy that was in place. So in order to do this, we had to get people to put in their email address to join our email list. And then immediately after they sign up, we sent them a welcome email, giving them the step-by-step instructions that they needed to create their account, and then they could go to a website that has all of the discounted prices right there. So that was what we first did on the email side in order to make the offer a lot more compelling, because there's a reason why now you have to give your email address. For SMS, we did a completely separate offer, which I really like. I feel like most brands, when it comes to an SMS offer, they just repeat the original email offer, which maybe is like 15% off. They make it seem like you need to put in your phone number to get that offer. Already when you get to the SMS, you're going to lose probably 50% of people. They're just not going to opt in because they don't want to do it. So when it comes to SMS, I think it's better if you can have a second offer, whether it's a prize or free shipping or whatever it is you can do. It's good to have that here, and that's what we went with. This brand, they have a bunch of merchandise sitting around their shop that's branded from a bunch of brands that people like, so it's not that hard for them to grab a bunch of it, throw it into a box, ship it to someone who wins. So that's what we went with. And we pick a person every month, and we send an email and a text message to the entire list saying we picked someone. In the future, we're going to have a winners page where we put the winners of each month's swag bag up on the site so we have social proof, because sometimes brands do giveaways but they don't actually give anything away. I think it's better if you're a lot more honest about it, and it's good social proof if you can show people that you're actually sending these swag packs out. So after we updated the offer and the pop-up, we turned it on and we left it running, and I'll be honest, at first I was a little skeptical. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to actually improve it. The offer was still a little confusing. The main goal is for us to have people create memberships. So we let it run for about a month. You can already see what happened. The email conversion rate on mobile went up to 3% from 0.85%. SMS opt-in rate went to 1.86% from 0.6%. For desktop, it went from 0.5% to 1.3%, and then 0.3% to 0.77% for SMS. Overall, when you put the mobile and desktop together, it was about a 3x improvement from email and SMS, both mobile and desktop. We saw immediately we were getting around 500 emails a month, and we started getting now anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 emails a month just from that one switch. So that had a huge impact on new emails coming in. We ended up doubling the number of membership accounts created, which was the whole goal of this offer, to get people to create a member account, get access to those bike discounts, and make purchases. So it worked on both sides, and I was actually pretty impressed by that. So when it comes to pop-ups, I know everyone really likes to focus on optimizing the button color or the imagery or when it pops up, or increasing the font size, and those are valid, but you need to have your offer dialed in first, because if your pop-up really isn't converting right now, making those tweaks like that on design or copy is not going to move the needle very much. You need to focus on the offer. Why should someone give you their email address? You need to make that compelling. And in this case here, we were kind of handcuffed because we didn't have the opportunity to use a discount. We can't just say give 10% off. Maybe let's make that 15% off. We really couldn't do that. So we had to get kind of creative. And for a lot of e-commerce brands, they really just go with the discount. And if the opt-in isn't converting, they'll jack up the discount to like 20% off instead of 15% off. That might increase your opt-in rates, but the sacrifice is going to be you're going to start giving away profit and decrease your margin. And that can be very dangerous for brands where they're already not doing a lot as profitable in that first order. So you need to be very careful. You don't just want to optimize for opt-in rates. You want to look at the whole picture. So if you can't give away more discounts, you need to think creatively. Maybe it's a giveaway. Maybe you can do a free gift with a purchase where you have some kind of gift. Won't hurt your profit margins too much, and you can do that. But you need to come up with an offer that's compelling to people. And if you do that, you're really going to see a big movement, an increase in your opt-in rate. Once you have that offer dialed in and you're good with it, then you can go back, you can experiment with the design, button placement, optimizing on mobile and desktop. That's all fine. That's something I do myself. Until that offer is locked in, don't even bother with the other things. It's not going to be worth your time. If you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe. Click here to watch another video so you can learn more about email marketing and retention marketing. You can also check out my newsletter, Retention Recipes, retentionrecipes.com. And if you're really struggling with email pop-ups, anything with email marketing, send me a message and we can talk about working together. I'll catch you on the next one.